What's up guys, it's Cobalt here and welcome back to another video. Today's another bit of a serious video, but I am essentially doing another one of my fundraiser customs. So for starters, I'm going to explain why I'm doing this and then I will reveal the custom to you guys. I'm actually really happy with the way that this custom turned out. I think it looks super cool, so I'm very excited to show it to you. But this is my third fundraiser project custom. So here was the first one. This one was made to raise money and awareness for the ongoing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza and other areas of the Middle East. I made this custom in 2024, by the way, and that's still going on. So like I've said in other videos, I do want to make an updated fundraiser to this, just like a second one. And we raised about $70 with this custom, and all of that money was donated to Palestine Children's Relief Fund. When I eventually revisit this project, I will most likely be donating to the same charity, but if you guys have other suggestions, please leave them down below in the comments. The next one was this one, which I actually did very recently. I did this one back in November, which was made to raise money and awareness for people who had lost access to their food stamps and SNAP benefits based on certain policy changes within the US government. Don't even get me started, dude. It's so dumb. But anyways, this one was crazy because we raised around $200 and all of that was donated to Feeding America. Today's fundraiser is to raise money and awareness in regards to abolishing ICE and to support those who are affected by it. If you are a US citizen, I hope by now you are aware of what ICE is. ICE is Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and they have been deployed to multiple states for pretty much the past year by Donald Trump to basically eliminate as many people of color as possible. That's just the best way that I can put it. It's horrible, it's stupid, it's awful. They are kidnapping people off the streets, they are shooting people in broad daylight, and they are doing this to children as well. They are wrongfully detaining people and keeping them in what's essentially a concentration camp. And yeah, this literally sounds like stuff that would be happening during the Holocaust, but no, it's happening right now in the year of 2026. And it is so frustrating to talk about. This pisses me off. This is a fundraiser project that, again, I've wanted to do for a while. It's hard to find the time for things like these, but yesterday was kind of like a big rally or protest against ICE, and so I spent the day yesterday making this custom. I'll explain a little bit more in a second, but let me just show you guys the custom now, and here he is. So I am, like I said, so happy with this custom. I think it looks awesome. Really quickly on screen, I will show you kind of like the before stage after I'd done the sculpting and modifications, so you can see what the original base figure was and how I decided to make this custom. So he was made with an alligator head and a French bulldog body, and then the ears are also taken from the French bulldog, and the tail was taken from a King Charles Spaniel, all of which was just glued on. Obviously I added some clay to smooth the ears into the base, and same with the tail. There's two little bits of fur on both sides of the tail that are sculpted. These two fur pieces are sculpted. The cheek fluff is sculpted, the hair is sculpted, the chest fluff is sculpted. I also sculpted this part of the eyebrows to make them a little bit angrier. I also sculpted the nose and the claws. He has some paw pads on the bottom, of course, and then last but not least, I sculpted his little ribbon that says Abolish ICE on it. So I've been wanting to make like a wolf custom or something like that from an alligator base for a long time. I've seen somebody else do it on Instagram a long time ago, but unfortunately I don't know who that was. But I just really like the alligator snout, and adding the dog nose on it makes it look so perfect. I think it's amazing. And it just fits perfectly with the expression that I wanted for this custom. So I wanted to make this character a wolf because I wanted something that was like powerful and kind of like a protector. Wolves are obviously part of a pack. They're very loyal. They protect their community members. And so that's what I wanted to represent with this custom, because that's what people should be doing right now, is protecting those in their community, especially those who are more likely to be wrongfully taken or detained because of ICE. I mean, either way, America is supposed to be a melting pot for all kinds of different cultures. I live in California right now, and literally one of my favorite things about living in California is how diverse it is and how many different types of people there are here. But unfortunately, right now, the country is basically being controlled by white supremacy, and that's the best way that I can explain it without sugarcoating anything. Donald Trump is a white supremacist, and members of ICE are also white supremacists and neo-Nazis. And I disagree with this either way, but their original reason for deploying ICE was to basically remove undocumented immigrants and people who did not have the documentation to be in this country, which is dumb. Like, if you want to be here, just be here. Like, I don't see a problem with that whatsoever. None of these people are criminals, by the way. These are mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters and children. They are literally taking children off the street and detaining them wrongfully in these facilities, and these people are going to die in these facilities. And again, like I said earlier, they're literally shooting people on the street. And unfortunately, people haven't been listening to this as much as they should have until obviously a white person is affected and a white person is shot in the street. So clearly this is something that affects everybody, but especially if you are a person of color, you are a lot more likely to get flagged. This isn't saying that ICE is literally everywhere, but oftentimes you don't know where they are unless there's like a big protest area in like a big city. For example, pretty much the main ICE activity right now is in Minneapolis and Minnesota. So for this custom, I'm going to be donating all of the profits to the ACLU. I really believe in that organization and a lot of the things that they stand up for and fight for. They especially help a lot of people win like legal cases and just fight for human rights in general. And so I'm going to specifically be donating the money from this custom to the Minnesota branch to hopefully go to the people in Minneapolis who are being affected right now at this very moment. So yeah, basically the message behind this custom is fuck ICE, protect your community members and the people around you. Human rights are the most important thing that you have, and they are literally being stripped from people as we speak. So stand up for what you believe in and fight for your rights. If you would like to support what I am doing here, this custom is currently up for sale on my eBay shop, auction only, down below in the description. It will be up for a week with a starting bid of $50. The goal is to raise the price as much as we can, and whoever wins the bidding will of course get this cool custom. Obviously, if you don't have the money, don't bid on this custom, but if you would still like to support this project, you can share this video or my Instagram post with people who you think might be interested. Additionally, you can also call your senators and tell them to stop sending money to ICE and to abolish the organization entirely. This is done super easily over the phone, and there's a ton of resources online to help you do this as streamlined and stress-free as possible. And if you'd like to learn more about the ACLU, I will also be putting a link down below in the description to the organization so you can read more about what they do and what their mission statement is. If you guys have suggestions on future fundraisers that I should do, also please leave those down below in the comments. And thank you all so much for watching this video. Again, stay safe, I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.